Hello everyone. The aim of this video is to give you an overview of the content for the next 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, we're going to be working on something called retrosynthesis, which is when you have a particular compound you want to make, what we call the target molecule, how can you go about at synthesizing it? What reactions you're going to choose and what reagents you're going to choose to achieve your target compound. You've got a series of resources to underpin these 2 weeks, and they will all these resources are together in one single folder. So in the learning resources area, there's only one single folder dedicated to these 2 weeks, 8 and 9. You have the exercises for the next workshop and the one for the 30th of November that will appear a week before the workshop. Please do come prepared by having a look at the exercises. You've got 3 videos underpinning these 2 weeks, and they are not by me. They are 3 excellent videos that discuss the key steps in retrosynthetic when you are performing a retrosynthesis. The first one is more of an introduction and is looking at retrosynthesis in which you only look at making one particular bond. And the second one is focus in what you can do when you want to make 2 particular bonds, when you want to put 2 groups in the same structure in a 1-to-2 or 1-to-3 relationship. And the final video is about an example of how you can apply retrosynthetic approaches to particular pharmaceutical compounds, and the video picks on 4 very famous compounds and how to synthesize them. You've got a link to Smith's organic synthesis. A section on chapter 3 is a section on chapter 10, section 10.3, called retrosynthesis. It's also worth having a look at sections 10.1 and 10.2, which talk a little bit into detail to why a synthetic chemist, when you want to do organic synthesis, you have to engage in retrosynthesis. And then the following sections are also interesting, but they are quite technical and quite specific, and it's slightly beyond the aim of this module. So I will encourage you to focus on section 10.3. You've got a link to an interesting paper from 2019 published in Science, in which the authors have designed a piece of software using artificial intelligence to help chemists or in the process of performing retrosynthesis and analyzing compounds to predict the appropriate reagents to make those target molecules. So I thought it was an interesting article for you to see what's the future of retrosynthesis. And then also you've got 3 or 4 additional resources. And I mean additional resources because you might need to use them or you might not. There are links mostly to indices and appendices of a couple of books. One is itself Smith's Organic Synthesis, and the other one is a book called Organic Synthesis Based on Named Reactions, a practical guide, which is literally an alphabetical guide of reactions that have a name, a specific name of a scientist, of an organic chemist. I'm linking here specifically to the indices and the tables that can help you to identify when you have a particular functional group, how you can make it starting from another functional group, and you will see when you click on the links what I mean. I'm calling them additional resources because the exercises we're going to be working on you should be able to do them exclusively from your notes from this year and from previous year, for example, from inorganic and organic chemistry. But they are a useful addition if there is a moment where you do not think, you have no particular idea how you might go about doing a particular transformation, and that can be useful in that way. So have a look at them, and they are there as an additional support rather than as the first port of call when you're solving the exercises. And the final resource is a link to a Sigma-Aldrich structure search, which is mentioned in the first video of retrosynthesis, and it's a place to find out if your proposed reagent are commercially available, or at least are commercially available by Sigma-Aldrich. So again, just an interesting additional tool that you might find it useful. So this is all from me. If you have any questions, please drop me an email, emilia.bertola@canterbury.ac.uk. And that's it. Enjoy these 2 weeks.